and welcome back to Below the Fog, where we last left off with our wondrous adventurers. They had gathered bombs and left the relative safely of Effenworthy for the forests leading up to the mountain that houses the last fog lab. Connolly, wanting to be home rather than be here, ventures further into the forest without the group, forgetting or maybe not realizing that several of her party members are shapeshifters, one of those being a wolf, and in doing so is startled by the fact that Rhea, as a wolf, is following her. This causes her to run further into the forest, and she is now being pursued stage left by a bear as well as a wolf. In her fright, and with all the noise she's making, she encounters something, or maybe it's better to say something encounters her face. The rock gets hit with a large boulder. And with that, what would you guys like to do? Because Connolly, you have been knocked the heck over. You are on your ass.
Yes, and I would just like to clarify that the bear is on fire.
Oh yeah, the bear is on fire.
Indeed.
Have I seen that through the arcane eye?
You are seeing, like, you see like a flash of something fly through the air, but then the branches get too dense above where they were,
Okay.
and it becomes sort of like it's starting to get blocked out.
Oh, that's not good. The force seems to be reacting, and I don't have eyes on Connolly anymore.
Fuck. Well, I guess we better go deal with that then. Before we lose another one.
So,
Rhea, what? Go ahead.
continue. I was just going to say the rest of the group gives chase.
Rhea, I guess, has noticed the trees and branches moving. Um, she would probably kind of, pause and, you know, kind of monitor the situation for a moment. If she starts to trot forward or not trot, maybe, inch forward a little bit slowly, do the branches react to her considering she's a wolf?
With your specific senses, you are keen on detecting prey versus predator. And you're also very keen on detecting when you are being hunted. And no matter if you move slow, fast, whatever it is, the deeper in you get, the more that hunted and seen feeling starts to creep into your mind.
Okay.
You do, I will say, hear a crash and a thud from ahead of you.
Okay.
And possibly a thud, 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 thud as Connolly goes skidding across.
Just a
Not
rock
like a thud, 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 thud.
crossing the water.
Not like a thud, 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 thud.
It did knock you off your feet.
Mm-hmm. Well, knowing that, you know, Connolly might be running into danger, because Rhea did see her, react and run away from her. And that's why she kind of gave chase, is to stop her from running into that den of branches. Um, she she knows that something is in this forest if it isn't the forest itself, but she's gonna slowly move on, just trying to keep a eye out for any anything you know happening around her. I do have danger sense, which is an advantage on dex saving throws while not blinded, deafened, or incapacitated.
Yes. And I will say you slowing down gives the tawny bear enough time to meet up with you I want you'll notice this. I think because it's common sense, and also because you are hyper aware at the moment. I'm not gonna make you roll for it. The trees and foliage around Vitani seem to lean away from her wherever she goes.
Hmm. Personal repellent.
Connolly.
They've heard too many rumors of bears shitting in the woods.
Where else would they go?
Connolly, you have been knocked prone. What would you like to do?
Pretty Tweety birds. So, well, that happened. I feel like that's gonna take a second and be like, ow, what the fuck? Just kind of like that silent shock stare of like, but come to herself, and then she's gonna get up slowly, probably, and kind of like look around because okay, so running away from a fire bear and a wolf, and then suddenly pow. So like, what happened? So she's looking around to see what the fuck happened.
Make a perception check with disadvantage because you did just get hit with a rock.
Yes.
It's
I got a 10.
okay. As you're looking around, your vision gets a little blurry for a second. You have a hand on the nearest tree trying to steady yourself, the other hand on your head, and you blink through this buzz of just the world swaying slightly. Getting darker in here, and you're sure that it was daytime when you ran in, and you're worried that maybe you were out for longer than you thought. You thought it was just a couple of seconds, but now you're starting to wonder, and you just see trees and rocks around you in these like slightly blurred aspects of your vision.
Okay, so Conley is uh gonna draw her bow because she knows if okay, so I slept too long and it's now nighttime, and time means predators, so I'm gonna have to fight probably. And then B, I can't see very well, so she's also gonna be using her bow to kind of like poke out stuff that looks a little weird. Um, and then I mean she has night vision, so it's not because it's dark, it's just because she just got whacked with the rock. Okay. Um, but yeah, she's gonna like slowly kind of like try to not exactly find the path because I feel like at this point she's not thinking about a path that she was on, or B, fire bear and wolf anymore, because like, oh shit, I was sleeping too long. Like, they're gone, right? She's not even paying attention, although the fact that the fire bear, bright light, but she's not thinking about that anymore. She's thinking survival because that's what she runs on. So yeah, she's going to be carefully kind of like poking at a few things. Like she's probably gonna take her bow and like kind of poke at a shrub brush real quick. Just to well, actually, hold on. Instead of her bow, actually, let me. Oh, what is going on with my character sheet? Help. Oh goodness. Okay, no, she's gonna take her scimitar out actually instead. Um, because that would be a little bit able to kind of like cut away a little bit branches or something that might be in the way. Cause so, yeah, she used her scimitar instead. But yeah, so yeah, no, I feel like she's gonna be poking at a bush and making sure that it's not like some kind of fuzzy thing. Um, but she's gonna try to like slowly move to where there's less trees. Um, so that way, like kind of like open it up a little bit, try to get some moonlight and figure out what's going on, right?
Okay. So, do you have a skill that lets you move through difficult terrain?
I do not.
Okay, so you're going to have to roll dex at a disadvantage.
Yeah. I'm just double checking real quick. Okay, I don't. Okay, so we got the raw dexterity. Okay, so a dex saving throw or just dex flat?
Just Dex.
Just dex. Okay. Okay, so disadvantage. Well, the first one's a 7, so we're off to a great start, and then a 16. So a 7.
Okay, so you
I feel like I get tangled in a thorns.
you move a couple of branches and underbrush away from your ankles and feet, and you're trying to swat them away from your knees. And as you do that, it feels like the forest is moving, sort of closing in on you. And you shake your head, and everything's back to normal. So you start walking, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna get to, you know, that area over there by those rocks, because it's clearer.
Oh no.
And you
If I feel like that the forest is moving, that's a danger. That's like hair lifting danger, and she's gonna climb a tree just like immediately.
okay? Uh, give me a second. I had a whole thing, and now I gotta rewrite it in my head.
Yep, now you're good.
So as the forest is sort of moving and breathing, and you shake your head and it stops, that sense is still there, and you are uncomfortable. Is the least of it. You've tried to move the shrubbery, you've tried to move the brush. You're just like, eh. Scimitar still in hand, or are you putting it up?
Well, to climb a tree, it'll get put up for a minute.
Okay, so you put it up, and you start to climb a tree, but with that dex roll, you do not get very high if you get up at all, because you are not able to find proper grips, or the grips you get you're slipping with because you are either in too much of a panic, or like things are starting to get weird. Your vision is no longer blurry, but you feel like something is wrong. All right.
Yeah. So I'm like a squirrel trying to climb a slippery pole right now and just keep sliding down.
Basically. Rhea.
By the way, I don't know if this matters at all. I do have aspect of the beast while on wolf can track other creatures while traveling at a fast pace and move stealthily while moving at a normal pace. So I am going at a normal pace right now.
Yeah. So here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
If you were on your own and you were just a wolf in the woods,
Yeah.
this would not be an issue. You would just be a wolf in the woods. And you could have gotten past this obstacle.
Mm-hmm.
You are not on your own.
Vitani, on the other hand.
There is a giant on fire bear
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
walking with you. So you are tracking Connolly.
Actually, let me see what her path. She does have auto path of the beast. Let me see what hers does real quick.
Okay.
No, hers is draw rage from beast steel spark burning within their soul. The beast bursts forward and the throws of rage, visually charming might be inhabitant. No, okay, actually, does she take a fee from that? I don't know. Oh, here we go. No, hers is like resistance to non-magical stuff. Okay. She has good climbing though.
Bear.
Fair.
So
And jumping.
you're tracking Connolly. You get her scent pretty easy, but then there's another scent. Far off, but not in the open. And you know that that scent is something that's been buried. And it's rotting slightly. Any thoughts?
I'm sorry, can you repeat?
You smell something that's been buried and it's rotting.
Oh. Do I want to mess with that? I don't think I want to fuck around with that.
Okay.
I think she would just want to try to continue to forward to find Connolly. I mean, something's rotten around here. It's not something that involves her. She
Not my problem.
not my problem right
Okay.
now, at least.
I'm not the stinky one.
You do get the sense that the further on you get toward Connolly, the rot is in a parallel direction.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, I mean, she's gonna follow. She's tracking Connolly right now.
Yeah.
So she's gonna focus on that. If it happens to pull her into discovering what that rotting smell is, so be it. But she's not gonna deviate from her path of Connolly to try to find out what that is, and dig it up or anything.
Gotcha. So, because you two have slowed your pace down, I will say that I'll give it a little bit more. Connolly, your foot has gotten stuck in a loop of branches.
All right. Well, I guess at that point, if I'm stuck in a loop of branches, that's when I'm gonna take my scimitar, kind of like try to cut it out.
Okay. So you pull your scimitar out and you start. Are you like hacking or sawing?
Uh, I feel like it'd be more of a kind of a sawing action.
Okay.
Because I don't really need to like hack at it. Just kind of like take it, just like kind of wiggle it in and kind of like pull up to kind of like snap away some of the thinner ones, and then kind of try to saw through a little bit the thicker.
Okay. So when you do this, have you ever heard like I don't know if you would have ever heard like a coyote scream.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
So it's something like that, but with a more hissed edge to it and higher. And it
Okay.
starts off sort of like a whistle, and then it zooms past your ear, sort of like an arrow being shot. And then it's just bouncing back and forth between the trees. This ongoing scream getting louder and louder.
Okay. So we're
As
not gonna be cutting the trees.
as you stop, you notice that normally when you cut wood, you get at most tree sap. You are not getting tree sap from the wood. You are getting blood.
Oh no. Okay. Yeah. So we're not gonna cut the trees. We're gonna put that away. Um. um. So yeah. No. She's just gonna put away. Okay. Oh my god. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just. Let me go, please. Oh God. Let me. Put me down. Let me go. I will leave. I didn't mean. Just let me leave. Like
Give
at this
me
she's talking to the trees or whatever is screaming in this sense, because in her mind she's like, okay, because things can transform and shapeshift and stuff, so she's like, this could be a different type of creature, the tree itself could be alive, like having grown up in the wild with the snow leopard and learning things, right?
yeah.
So it's just like, I was going to put me down, it's okay, I'm sorry, just, I don't want any trouble. Just put me down, please. And she, like try to like wiggle her foot free so she's not hurting the tree anymore, or
Right.
the tree question mark anymore.
Everybody can roll initiative now.
Oh damn! I was really hoping Mr. Tree would let me go. Oh, okay, that's nice. I got a 21.
I got a number.
Hey, initiative doesn't always have to mean fighting.
Wait. Die.
But yeah, until tree actually attacks, I don't think she's going to try to harm the tree because in her mind, like the tree's done nothing wrong except exist.
All right, we still need Rhea, Vitani, and Freya.
I was muted.
Yes,
yeah,
you
wait,
were.
Freya. Right,
Oh,
I should do
no.
that. I should do that.
I'm sorry. Both.
That's
Oh,
okay.
hey,
Head back.
you also got a 21. Both Rhea and Connie got 21s. I got a 19 on the dice with a +2, but Vitani got a nat 20 with initiative with 1.
14 for Freya.
What is your +2?
My dex.
Okay. Connolly, Rhea, just roll a d8 and tell me what you get.
Okay.
I got an 8.
That's
great.
Nope, that's not it. Give me an 8. You come here. There we go. 6.
Okay. So
Easier to read dice. Yeah, I need these dice. Damn it. You don't want to use those dice. Mm-hmm.
Boo.
It doesn't matter which dice I use.
Old man noises.
hold on, I'm writing down the initiative.
I wonder if this is what it feels like to know who got the lead role in a musical. Gotta wait for the cast list. Look at the baby. It's a fuzzy. He's the bystander that's just watching everything happen and eating some tuna.
Just fucking love Bishop so much. I always will.
Okay, here is your initiative order.
Boy. Oh, boy.
Whoa, 20,
Can
22,
opener,
24.
rehab, vitamin B for booby. Meow mix, but for people. Play it on set. For real. Existential crisis.
You guys good?
I'm crying. Oh, that's great. Oh, that's great.
Yeah, welcome to me whenever I do initiative. Drake started it, I just continue it.
That's
I'm glad.
keeper. Okay. I'm concerned about how that question mark got a 26. That's scary. Okay.
So,
Woof.
I would like to direct everyone to scroll up and down below.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Oh
yeah.
no, is this no?
There is a do not listen or download until time. Well, it is time.
Oh,
Have fun. Tell me when you're done. YouTube, you don't get to know.
okay. See, this is exactly why Connolly started running in the first place, especially when something started to whisper to her, Quill. Um, I'm just saying.
Oh no. Let me back. Stop.
Oh wait, can Connolly kind of sniff off some of the rot smell, or not yet?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. Because like I just remembering what we've uh yapped about lately.
A very specific reason that Rhea can spell just because dog.
Sorry, I got cat.
Yeah,
I'm
dog.
back.
I just realized that my YouTube was playing a song, and that is not helping me hear the song.
Yeah?
No.
When you have seen or when you have listened to the thing, please put a heart of your choosing in the chat so I know that you are good.
Not I like the sound, but because I was told to. See, this is why Connolly was just nice to everything until otherwise proven vicious. I have so many note cards. Oh, that's a good choice. Oh man, I should have done something like that. Darn. Wait, are there? Wait, there are actually candy hearts that have insults on them instead of like cute little like lovey-dovey things. What were they called? Hold on.
I don't know, I can't have candy hearts.
Oh, that's right. That makes me sad. I'll
That's
eat them
okay.
for you. It's okay.
Go for it. We await your input, Bubsy.
Well, I'm trying to find the correct response.
Gotcha.
Ah.
We're gonna have to put this is gonna be high effort. So you're gonna have to wait for my heart because this is gonna require
Some digging.
some digging. But I have hearted in my heart.
Okay. So, Connolly, you hear that sort of bouncing around the trees. Because the,
Yeah, I
like,
feel like she's no longer
this,
gonna be scared and instead gonna be just like on edge, ready to fight.
yeah, the screaming has lessened, but you did hear that. Rhea and Vitani, by means of operation, both heard the screaming and are now getting the echoed reverberation of those whispers waving back through the trees toward you.
Oh boy. Um.
Hooray!
Yeah. So exciting. Um.
I gotta turn the light on now, guys. I'm sorry. Between the tree whisperings and then now outside, there's like I don't know how to describe the noises coming from outside my door right now because like like the outside world over there. Nope, I'm turning my light on. Thank you. Some screeching ass noises.
Sorry, I'm just checking through my shit to make sure there's nothing I really want to do other than just press forward carefully, and just on edge.
No
I think
worries.
she feels safer as a wolf at the moment,
Okay.
not knowing whether or not she's not really fooling, but just trying to be not a threat to the surroundings, seeing if passing as a wolf is enough to keep her from being an active target. But she does have Flame Bear next to her, so she feels like that's probably not the case.
Oh, is the flame bear like scorching the ground as she walks, or?
No.
Okay.
That's nothing like that's gonna help me. I wish I had to speak to plants, but I have to speak to animals instead. Am I in initiative right now? Like, is this my turn?
Basically, yes.
Okay. I think that we are, or at least I am. Are me and Vitani next to each other in initiative? I didn't check.
Yes, she's after you.
Okay, perfect. Then both of us, I'm just going to combine our turn if that's okay.
That's fine.
Are just going to continue forward at our moderate pace. Rhea, though, is going to. Can I Misty Step as a wolf?
I don't know. I don't think so.
It depends.
Generally,
What's the
when you're
source of
an
your?
animal form.
Well, what is the source of your Misty Step? I mean, that's the question.
Takes one bonus action, self only, instantaneous, verbal. Oh, verbal.
No. That's not what I'm asking. What is the source of your Misty Step? Like, is it like? Are you getting it like a spell on a list, or like what? How do you get it?
I got
That's
it,
actually important.
and it's not something I put on my damn thing. What was this from?
There we go.
I wish I remembered where I got this. I do apologize. I mean, it's a spell on my list, but I didn't write down how I got it. Unfortunately.
All right.
Have you used it before?
Yes, I have Misty Stepped before.
Okay.
I think that's how I got it. I did something when we met Quill with Misty Step. But it does say verbal, so I guess something I could do as a wolf.
No, not really.
Yeah. Damn. Okay.
Yeah, general rule of thumb is when you're in animal form, you don't have your magic unless I know what Drake was getting at is like the source of the magic. If it's like an item that you wear, if it's like an innate ability.
Yeah. Like if you got it from like a racial ability or something like that. But if you took a feat
no,
that said
it wasn't racial.
Spells,
it was a feat of some sort.
Yeah, if the feat's like you're a spellcaster and you know these spells, then yeah, no.
Is that a Silent Hill thing?
Yes.
Okay. It looks Silent Hill.
It's from the art of Silent Hill Fukuro.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well.
See, it's a beating heart.
Then I guess, right now, I know Vitani's not fooling no one right now, but we kind of just want to seem as, what's it called? Non-threatening as
You're
possible.
walking through the woods and there's no one around.
Yeah.
One with nature.
Yeah, just a bear and a wolf, just here we're nature, kind of thing at the moment. I guess I really can't do anything other than just press forward then.
All right, you continue creeping into the woods. That would jump us to Mist. You see a
Yeah.
fire bear in the distance.
Does that seem like a fire bear that's familiar to me, or some strange fire bear I've never encountered before?
Oh, you know that obnoxious ass anywhere.
Do I have to?
I mean, that's
Can
up
I
to you.
pretend, like, if I said I don't know that fire bear and keep walking, would people be suspicious of that?
The only people that know you know are the people around you.
I guess I care what they think. All right, character development. Well, in that case, Mist is going to. How mean should she be? Like, should she try to put the fire out just to be kind because she is a good friend? Does she have some sort of water balloon? That would be ideal. Mist is going to find a small pebble on the ground, and is the fire bear within like rock throwing distance to get her attention?
Not rock throwing distance, but if you ran, maybe.
Okay. All right, I'll start running towards her, and I will say, "Hey, Vitani, where? You already lost them?" And then see if she gets her attention, and if not, then Mist is going to chuck a rock at her because that's fun.
Right, so you try and catch her attention, but you do notice that something else has her attention. So you throw a rock. Roll to see if you hit. It's gonna be like non like lethal damage, obviously, but roll to see if you hit.
What sort of addition would a rock be? Any?
Rain?
Okay.
It could be strength or dexterity because it's thrown.
Yeah, things like accuracy or distance. Accuracy would be dexterity, distance would be
Yeah, I'm
strength.
trying to, like, if I could beam her, like, in between the eyes or at the back of the head, that's what Mist would be aiming for.
It would be like the
So-
back of the head.
Okay, so then I'm going to say dexterity, because I'm trying to be fancy here. So that is 26.
Yeah, I think that meets.
Do I beam her?
Yeah, you definitely do. That meets and beats Vitani's armor class. So you peg her in the back of the skull, and the rock heats up a little bit, but rolls away into the roots. And as you do that, that's when you start to hear that sound.
No.
Quill, your turn.
Oh, what's the terrain look like as I'm running towards?
Sorry, I had to take my pills. Baby No Money told me to.
Okay.
The underbrush and the trees
Yeah.
are getting larger
Yeah.
the further you go. The sky blocked out. The light is coming from weird patches, but it is still lit. And even if it wasn't, you can still kind of see, because I think all of you have dark vision.
I don't think I do.
But dark vision is just
Oh,
black and white.
I actually don't.
So it's kind of getting darker and darker as you go in, and you get to a point where you have to slow down and sort of feel your way around. You're following the trail of Mist because her claws or the like kickback of her boots leave like a trail because everybody's hurrying for it.
Making a point of not at least covering her tracks, which
Yeah,
has a chance of doing.
so it takes you a bit, but you do.
Well, as soon as the terrain gets difficult to walk through, because we are definitely not having that, I'm going to cast Freedom of Movement on myself.
Okay.
I am not affected by difficult terrain at all. I cannot be bound or restrained by magical means or spells, and I can spend a little bit of movement and even escape grappling and non-magical restraints, including like shackles and manacles and stuff. So
Okay, non-magical.
I'm just gonna, yeah. So I could I just can't be pinned down, like whether by spell or by non-magical means. I can just get out.
Okay. By the time it takes you to cast the spell and get up to Mist, you also hear this sound.
Ooh, we don't like that.
Rhea. Drake, you're Freya.
Oh yeah, hey. Yeah, we're gonna rush forward. What? Yeah, good call. Let me just see what features we have here. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Okay. How long have we been in the forest?
Oh, 30 minutes, maybe 40.
30 minutes. 30 minutes, maybe 40. Okay. Well, that doesn't apply then.
The density is new, I will say. Like this density, because it's sort of all of a sudden.
Yeah. Let's see. Well, believe it or not, plants are exactly Freya's bailiwick.
Yes, they are.
Oh, and blind sight too. Oh yeah. What spells does Freya have? Might as well use something, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, nothing too useful at the exact moment. Freya will advance forward. Has both dark vision and blind sight, so is very unlikely to be negatively affected by much, as well ranger abilities, etc. Actually, you know what? Freya's gonna see if she knows something about what's going on, because she does have plants as a favored enemy, so she can actually get advantage on a roll to learn information or understand them.
Okay.
If that's what's going on. Okay. So like one of us needs to know what's going on, and it's not going to be me. I'm going to roll the thing. 1 second.
Roll the thing.
Roll the thing. How do we roll the thing? Is it the intelligence?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Where's the skills? Where's the skills? There's skills. Here we go. Why are you not letting me roll this? What is? Button? How do you work? How does this? Fuck it! I'm rolling a die.
When in
I
doubt.
have dice right in front of me. Yeah. Why am I doing this the dumb way when I can do this the dumb way? All right, with advantage. Let's go. Dirty 20.
Okay. So, two things. Right away. Freya was with you guys when you went into or through the forest to get into the town to go into those caverns all those ages ago. Freya saw and has that deep sense of sort of ingrained in her body. She can clock a set of treants a mile away. The ones you guys saw were mutated and fucked up. These are not babies, but call them toddlers. And also not right. Not eldritch horror fucked up. But something here isn't right because they're clambering together, they're crowding together, they are pulling nature itself to them. She doesn't know where they are, but she can feel the magic that sustains them because that stuff leaves like a taste in the air. And she knows that that's what's going on and that's what this is, but she doesn't know exactly like all of the fine little details. But remember that time we were being stared at intently by trees?
Yeah, vividly.
And not again.
Yeah. So that all she gonna do?
She's also, because cleric is eminent, I think she's going to lightening up her blade
Okay. So
with her bonus action.
she runs her blade through the dryer and static clings that motherfucker up.
Yeah.
And that will be her turn. Swinging us all the way back to the top. Okay, so Connolly, what is your AC?
Oh, shit, I was muted. Sorry, I was crunching. 15.
All right. Yeah. So you, last thing you said was, please let me go, don't hurt me, please let me go, etc. ad nauseum. The thing around your ankle slides away, but that leaves you basically with nothing holding on to this tree, and you start leaning backwards in a fall. And before you can reach out to grab anything, something that is a mixture of both human and bark reaches out, and it's enormous. It's like a hand, but there's too many finger branches. It reaches out and grabs you by the waist and sort of holds you aloft, or your back is to the ground and you are hanging upside down in the air, and it turns you slightly. And when you get a look, you see this sort of bleeding, blended mess of both flesh and bark and roots and mushroom and dirt, and just it looks painful to even see it. And from it, you see this very vivid green human eye in what would be a hollowed out tree knot. And it doesn't
Oh.
blink at you, but it stares deep at you. Now it's your turn.
Oh, okay. So it's just kind of like cupping me in its hand right now, kind of.
Not cupped you, but sort of like the claw you.
Gotcha, gotcha. Okay. So, okay, okay. It's not restraining me, but it just has me in its hand, so I can kind of wiggle around a little bit if I wanted.
Uh, I mean, you can, but
Okay.
it's more like it's got a hold of you by the waist. So there's not really a, like, you can wiggle, you're not going to go anywhere, but you can. Your arms and legs are free.
Okay, yes, that's what I wanted to know. Okay. So, oh boy. So she's gonna actually use her canned firefly, but she's going to cast it at a level 1. But she's just gonna attach it to her horns. So like it's when the light is like a lamp light, and like it kind of gives off like a little bit of heat and stuff. But it's just so that way like there's actually light to be seen. Um, so that way she can see in color because dark vision is black and white. So, but this
Oh,
way, it kind of gives off a little bit of light so she can actually see proper.
when I say green, I mean like glowing green.
Yeah, I figured. Um, but this way she can also kind of like quick, kind of like do like a whole left to right looking thing, but get a better look at like the gnarliness of this tree question mark. Because like, okay, that's interesting. She's actually just gonna um so she's gonna take the damage for it herself. Well, no, actually, it's no, because it's only if it's used to attack. Never mind. She's just attaching it to her horns, so that way it's kind of like a little beacon to give off light in the nearby area. Um, but she's actually just gonna kind of like put her hands, kind of like in front of her, like on top of the finger question mark, like right there, and then kind of like lean forward a little bit with her head cocked, and just kind of like be like, "Are you okay?" Like she's actually gonna ask this tree thing if it's okay.
Right, and is that all you do?
For the moment, yes. That is all I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna ask if it's okay because it looks like it hurts.
Okay. Moving over to Rhea.
Have we like closed in on them yet, or like have we been able to hear like before when she was yelling at the like
You heard thumping,
sorry,
but I
sorry,
think
sorry.
at this point you can see movement in the distance. If you want to see anything more concrete, you would have to run to get there.
Yeah.
But you do
Oh, do
see something.
my little like light up horns not count for like a little beacon?
Remember the trees are closing in?
Oh, that's right. So they're gonna be close to the area. Okay.
If we
Not the
both move
tweez.
the 30 feet, do we come closer into range with what we see movement of?
Yes, you do see that there's a slight glow, but you also see ripping the band aid off bones
Mm-hmm.
and roots and skin, and it's sort of this really uncomfortable, like there's ribs that are weaving through the ground like a snake might through a thing of Skittles,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe like a fictional worm on a cake.
Gotcha. Okay. Well,
It's this mess of human and tree melded together, and it's all twisting around what looks like a giant lump of wood and human flesh facing away from you guys, but you do see the glow of Connolly's horns as this thing, like the claw, picks her up by the waist.
okay. Okay. Horrifying. Um, I think Rhea is going to shift back. There's no sense in, you know, um, playing nature friend anymore. At least for her. I need to look at Vitani's thing because honestly, my strike is not as strong as my axe. Um, so that's going to be more beneficial for me. And I guess that would I don't have anything that tells me like if my shift is a whole. Well, my shift to a wolf takes a bonus action. I'm assuming my shift back to a human takes a bonus action.
Yeah.
Okay. And then let me take a look real quick at Vitani's stuff. Where is your super suit? Let's see. Okay. What does she use? She uses a javelin?
Most of the
Just
time.
scimitar. Okay, here we go. I guess she's a scimitar. That's right. That's right. Yeah. Okay. 2d4 plus 3. 1d8. You know what? She's gonna stay a bear.
Okay.
She's stronger as a bear, I think. I'm not stronger as a wolf. And I'm gonna take out my axe. Just I don't think there's any like appeasing this thing.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna attack anything. I'm gonna just take it out and kind of get in close.
Okay. And Vitani is doing the same?
Yeah, she's just kind of coming up and seeing Connolly as well.
Okay, as Vitani gets closer, her light sort of fills the area, and you do all start to hear this uncomfortable screeching start creeping out of the spaces between flesh and bark. Mist! Your turn.
So I guess I need to close the space if I want to get closer to where Vitani and Rhea are.
Yeah, because I think Vitani looked back at you with this look of like, what the fuck? And they just kept going, because that is very much a Vitani move.
Fair enough. All right. Well, in that case, I will close the distance. I do have a short bow. Don't use that very often. I guess Miss doesn't know she's going to make it start screaming if she hurts it, so she may as well be the first one to ruin everyone's day. Right?
Up to you.
Objections? Alright, well, Mist is going to pull out her short bow then and shoot it in the wrist, question mark, or arm if she can, that's holding Connolly, trying to make it drop her.
Okay.
Drop her.
Roll for it.
My bow. I rolled a 21.
That is?
Yay. So it's 1d6 plus 4 piercing. But then I have, do anything else before? Sorry, I just want to check one thing. Okay, just after. Where did the rest of my dice go? Sorry. Oh, there. They were on the other side of my water bottle.
Oh, mood.
Hidden in plain sight. Oh. Oh, wait, that's what that's there for. Okay, so I rolled a 1, but I have the piercer feat, question mark, that's what it is. Once per turn, when you hit a creature with an attack that deals piercing damage, you can re-roll one of the attack's damage dice and use the new roll.
Yeah,
Can
go
I do
for it.
that?
Reroll.
I rolled a 1 again.
Womp womp.
Okay, what do I add to that? At least there's something I can add to that. Plus 4. So that's 5 points of damage, I guess. So we'll see what happens.
Okay,
Do you have advantage on it, or is someone else adjacent to it?
Oh, right. Good call. I guess, well, it's holding.
it would be an adjacent roll.
Then
Rhea
you get
walked
your
up
sneak
to it
attack
too.
damage. Yeah.
Nice. It's been a minute since we've been in combat. Forgot about that.
Yeah?
Thank you, Drake.
So roll a lot more dice.
Wait, how many is that again? 4? 46. That's better. So that's 25 points of damage.
Nice.
Thank you for catching that, Drake. I appreciate
So that's
it.
12 points of damage.
And then I would like to use my cunning action to. I assume there's like a. Do I trust a bush?
Do you trust a bush?
Right?
As a president, not necessarily.
If there's like a bush or something nearby that Miss can hide behind to give herself a bit of cover.
Okay. So before you dip away and hide, your arrow glides through the air and punctures into some of the wood. And you notice from the light on the ground that instead of sap, blood drips down as this creature jerks away and the screaming gets so loud it sort of hurts everyone's ears. That's your turn. Quill, you're up.
All right. Am I in range to bring down the holy fucking hand grenade of Antioch upon whatever's attacking Connolly?
I mean, if you want to call that attacking Connolly.
Well, I wouldn't. I didn't say attack Connolly. I said bring down the holy rage of the holy hand grenade of Antioch on whatever is it. Well, if I'm within 60 feet, yeah, we're going to unload. It's just there's no better way to put it. Also, who's after me in the turn structure?
Freya.
Perfect. Okay. I'm gonna open up using my bonus action for a spiritual weapon. I'm gonna summon a swordy bird or a bonky bird. Yeah, bonky bird, and the bird is gonna start swinging the hammer at the thingy,
Okay.
and we'll roll an attack. We'll see how this goes. We'll just open up. This is just our opening. This is just our we're just testing the water.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would be a rather large number, in fact. 27.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. That's gonna do 11 points of damage.
Okay.
And that's our warning shot. Now we're just gonna fucking unload. So oh wait, no, we can't do that. Right. Oh, me trying to break the rules. I'm such a naughty boy. We're gonna try to toll the dead on it. So we'll use our
Okay.
cantrip. Why not? Why not? Needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. That is off the cardboard. 18.
18. Ooh, just barely. Well, I try to open up its wounds in a violent fashion, and I'm not successful. But that's okay. We have more cans of whoop ass at the ready for later rounds.
Okay.
Now for Freya. Can Freya close the distance to melee on this thing?
Not melee, but she can get closer.
Oh well, let's get closer then. She's going to why not? Eldritch fucking blast this guy.
Okay.
So that's 2 attacks. The first is an 11. I don't think that hits.
That misses.
The second is a 17.
That hits.
Okay, let's do some damage. So that's 4 points of damage.
Yep.
And we're gonna get the Drake up closer as well. Let me just check something here. not familiar with this character sheet. Please forgive me.
Hmm.
What's the movement on this Drake friend? It is 40, not 30. That's good. There's dark vision. Can I get within 30 feet of someone that is in melee?
Yep.
Okay, let me know when the next person hits.
Okay. And that would be Freya's turn. Yes?
Yeah, that's Freya's turn. Yeah, that's Freya's turn, because Freya doesn't really have a lot more to do
All right.
yet.
So, okay. Blood drips to the ground. And Connolly, right as you ask, are you okay? You see that this creature, this thing, has been wounded. And the shrieking is horrible and loud, and it hurts your ears, and you reach up to cover your ears, and the tightening on your waist gets almost unbearable, and then you're flung away. You hit another tree. I'm going to say for 2 points of damage and slide down to the ground. Uh, Anyone that wants to make a perception check can, as this creature managed to turn around, and all of you now see the facial features and movement of what appears to be sort of jaw in the roots coming out, a tongue that's half leaf and moss and just horrific. And this creature is backing up and pulling the trees in tighter in a sort of corset kind of pattern where the top is a bulb, the middle is getting cinched between you and it, and then the rest is flared out for the rest of you. And it puts the hand, it reaches over, snaps off the arrow that was shot into it, and squeezes until both ends come out these blooms of first flowers and then tree buds, and then it throws them toward you. And both trees begin as bushes on the ground, but quickly gather up just sort of undergrowth and whatever it can grab from around it to become these two small but thick shouldered amalgamation treants that put themselves between you all and this creature as it tries to back away and is screaming. Connolly, your turn.
Okay. Whereabouts was I flung? Like, was I flung toward like Fire Bear, or was I flung away from everybody?
Sort of toward everyone, maybe a little bit to the right of them. It was mostly just
A little bit to
get
okay.
you out of its hand so it can get to what hurt it.
Yeah. Okay. So. Okay. So Connolly, yeah, she's gonna be like, oh, not again. Fucking back to tree twice now. Okay. So, yeah, no, she's gonna get up, but she's actually just gonna walk back towards it, like, despite apparently everyone thinking that it's going to attack, because to her, it hasn't shown any aggression toward her. Um, and like, obviously, it's screaming probably startled it, and was like, "Yo, shut up, I'm asleep." But she's gonna walk back towards it, not completely like in front of it, but kind of like halfway between group and tree, and and try to shoot. Yeah, she still has her horns are still glowing, so this is great. But the glow is gonna be more. It's gonna be dimmed a little bit in case the tree's light sensitive. Um, but she's gonna try like wave everybody, kind of like to hold on a second. Um, and kind of see what the tree is gonna do. But because obviously, like, the tree hasn't hurt her. I mean, okay, it squeezed her a little bit and then threw her because it was attacked. So she's trying to assess the situation to see the appropriate response, because in nature you don't attack something bigger than you unless you have to defend yourself. And thus has been taught by Snow Princess. So but yeah, she's essentially, yeah, she's gonna be like, wait a minute, don't it didn't hurt me, guys. And look back to the tree. Ooh. Okay, here's a question. So if the tree's undead, and I say if because I mean it seems like it's very undead, would casting Cure Wounds on it actually do it damage?
Here's the thing. You would have to roll an Arcana first to even see if it's undead.
Oh, bet. I can do that. I'm good with Arcana, actually.
It has Cured Wounds has no effect on undead or constructs.
No, okay. Oh, on constructs. Well, I mean,
Yeah, it does not heal or harm them. Yeah, but it does not heal or harm them. It does nothing to undead. But that is a way to check if something's undead or not.
Yeah, because I know some DMs like to have fun with it and be like, well, you go to heal it, but instead, especially if it's lay on hands, because that's paladin, like divine paladin.
Yeah, that's the paladin thing.
Okay, so for Arcana, I got a 14.
Okay. You're not super familiar with things that are undead. You don't really know much about the undead. You know it's a thing. You know that there are specific casters of undead magic, necromancers. You know that they're pretty chill. They're rare, but they're chill, and yeah. So you're not super in on undead stuff, but you do know that undead stuff tends to have more of a dead vibe to it. This is very alive.
Okay. See, that's kind of what I figured, because, I mean
red blood.
Yeah, and it's bleeding. So, okay. Okay, but I mean, the stance doesn't change. I mean, she's waving everyone down, being like, hey, hold on a second, I didn't attack you guys. But she's looking to the tree and trying to like suss out what's happening, as well as kind of like be as non-threatening as possible. Like kind of like hands up to show, hey, no weapons, not gonna attack or anything, and the light is a little bit dim, so that way it's not gonna be blinding or anything. But she's that's what she's gonna be doing.
Okay. Rhea, your turn.
Okay, well, I mean, Rhea will heed Connolly's, suggestion to back off a bit. She'll kind of lower her axe and maybe take a couple steps back, just to see if it really will chill out. But I will ready an action that if it or one of those little ones goes to slash at me, she will slash back.
Okay.
And Vitani will kind of do the same. She'll follow Rhea, but she interesting. She doesn't really want to bite this grotesque looking thing at the moment, so she's going to prepare a primordial rage tail action. So she actually grows a like a spiny tail. And if it attacks her the same way, she will attack back with it.
Okay. Mist, your turn.
Mist will kind of look up and she'll be visibly irritated. So what? Next time you just want us to let the monsters eat you? Okay, but don't come crawling to me. Crying to me. And she'll sort of.
It wasn't trying to eat me.
We'll find out. She'll lift up her, or point down her bow, I guess, and take a step back, but keep a very close eye on things as she looks around. And could I roll some sort of like investigation check or something about what it's doing or its intentions?
Yes, you can.
Would that be investigation?
Uh, for this, it would be a wisdom.
Damn it. Can only hope. Nope. That's not great. Six.
Yeah, the big tree make bigger tree. Small tree happened. Ah,
Noted.
birds, bees. Just suddenly more tree.
I tried.
Quill.
Oh, hearing Connolly, we are going to back off a little bit on our aggression. And we're going to instead use channel divinity, and we're going to use read thoughts on Grabby McGrabbo. They need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Alright, I can guarantee you they did not make that.
Excellent. I now can read their surface thoughts and emotions, and at some point in the future, I can cast suggestion on them without using a spell slot that they cannot save against.
Oh, baller.
So,
Where are you
what
guys?
are we thinking?
There you are.
I need more brain intelligence.
There you go.
Ooh. That's in a lot of pain. It just wants us to go away. It doesn't. It doesn't want to be hostile towards us.
Told you.
So is that all of you backing down?
I 1 second. I might do one more thing. I'm just checking to see if that thing is on the list of things I can do, and if it is, we will be doing it. Oh, absolutely. I'm going to cast at third level Healing Word on the tree to kind of soothe some of its pain.
Okay.
So I call from a distance and summon the mending magics for 7 points. Nope, nope, wait. 12 points. I forgot to add my wisdom mod.
Okay.
It won't heal
So,
it all the way, of course, but it'll help.
is Freya going to do anything, or are you guys like officially standing down as like a group?
Freya's readying an action. Like if violence happens, Freya will respond by closing the distance in and bringing the storm, but content to back down and let tensions die a little bit.
All right, everybody else?
As long as it doesn't attack us, Mist is happy to walk away.
Amber, I think you did.
No, I'm not muted. I was just thinking.
Okay.
Let me look at something real quick. Do I get the sense that that the rotting smell from before is this or
No,
no.
it was
Okay.
parallel.
Parallel. Oh, am I gonna fuck shit up by doing this? Oh, I can only do it once per long rest. Damn it. Never mind. Well, never mind. Does Vitani have any like sense stuff?
Vitani could try and smell stuff.
Yeah, can I she's gonna, go to Vitani and like explain the rotting smell she sensed before and see if Vitani will pick up on it.
All right.
And
Vitani does. She does smell it. It's nearby.
okay. I do fear popping something else up or something, but what are we in like range of attack? Like would they if Vitani started to move, would they get a attack of a top opportunity, or are they kind of like also backing down?
They have very, very much do not want to fight. The things in front of you are there in case you start trying to fight it, not
Okay.
like because it wants to.
Then Vitani's gonna kind of back away, and both her and Rhea will like go towards that rotting smell.
Okay.
Can someone try to communicate with it, and maybe I can see if it can understand you?
Annalie was talking to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just because even if it doesn't talk back, I can understand if it's understanding you because I'm in its head.
Go ahead, say something to it.
Are we still in initiative order, or are we kind of free ranging?
Free balling. You're out of initiative.
Okay, free balling. Okay. Okay. So yeah. So Connolly's gonna be like, "Sorry, Mr. B. We'll go away now. Are you okay? Okay, you got healed. All right. Do you happen to know um where the path is so I can get home? I'm from the snowy mountain over there."
You get a sense of it replaying the words, but in that sort of a manner that it's speaking.
It's in too much pain to really
No,
respond
no,
and
no.
understand.
It's not in pain.
Okay.
Not in anymore. Make an intelligence check.
Oh, hey. I'm good at those. Oh, hey. I'm not good at that. Natural one. I'm dumb.
Oh no.
Wow, it's talking funny.
Okay. It thought it's not like I'm used to.
What do we know what language it is speaking?
It's
You can point if it'll help. I'm sorry, I don't speak tree.
well, okay. Can someone ask it if it was hurt before we arrived?
Oh, can yeah. Have you were you hurt before you got here, or like it? Um, that was it, right? She officially thinks she is the go-between for the tree, but she's like she's like happy about it. And her tail's kind of like wagging excitedly a little bit, like yeah, this is what I'm good at.
Um, I'm gonna calmly and slowly saunter up to it.
It does sort
Does
of
it?
like flinch reflex away from you instead of
Mhm,
toward you.
mhm,
It's
mhm.
not trying to stunt. It's like, no,
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
I'll like
Is it
get away.
still? Is he still wounded?
No.
Okay,
That
so
little
he's
bit
healing.
healed itself. Yeah.
Okay. I just put my hands up. Oh, hey, what languages do I speak actually? That's a good
Oh,
question.
The only
does the
reason I
tree
was
know
asking,
sign language?
Oh, wait. I'm gonna switch to Sylvan.
Okay.
And Quill says in Sylvan, "Hey, you look like you're in rough shape. Did we do a lot of that to you? Talk to me. We want to help you."
by the way, if this is primordial or anything, Vitani would understand.
Yeah, I know sign language, common, and infernal.
Quill's
Or
got like
infernal.
6
Didn't think about
languages.
infernal.
Weird sound. What sound
Nerd.
I need?
Rhea has like one
You
other than
don't
common.
you don't normally make that sound, do you? No wonder you're confused. Poor guy. Um,
Hey Drake, roll that intelligence check again.
hooray! Does this like count as any sort of skill?
No.
All right.
Well, insight.
Insight. Well, shit. Why didn't you say so? Yeah, I'm gonna Kenku knowledge that. Let's get that with advantage. Thank you. Uh, 28.
Cool.
Yeah, I know. I know you did.
This is just a child.
I'm gonna type something else here.
Oh, Connolly's gonna look back and see the bear and scream again. I forgot about that because bear is still there.
Vitani and Rhea had started to walk off to like sniff around for this like rotting odor. Vitani just like looks back at Connolly, like her ears go down and that like like face, like the
Yeah.
fuck.
Fine, they're dating. And like also through this, Quill is deliberately putting on like a soft, gentle. Actually, no, he's using Nanny Hoots' voice actually while he's doing this. Um, oh no, I'm gonna take a look at that. I'm definitely gonna try to Arcana that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is a number, and that number is probably going to be good. 21.
Anyway.
21. Oh,
You're welcome.
Quill, his eyes just open.
Well, are you going to share with the rest of the class?
Make an insight check. He's not talking. Like he's whatever he just learned is silenced him.
Yeah, Mist would have said that to him when she sees that he's shocked into silence.
Hey, Quill, did you figure out where the road is so I can go home?
Would everyone else like a small insight as to what the fuck Drake is going through?
Well, Rhea and
Sure.
Vitani are not paying attention to them. Rhea's investigating whether or not, like, whatever's wrong with this creature is the source of the smell.
Anybody else?
I would be interested.
Yeah. I knew it.
Doraemon could fix that.
Doraemon could fix that.
What that means.
Oh my god, you don't.
It's a new
No.
video that.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay.
Are you talking about Doraemon could fix that or the image that I sent?
None of those things mean anything to me.
Oh, honey.
Oh, it's okay.
You
It's
don't.
okay.
Mm,
I can explain when I get my ability to talk back.
okay. Ooh,
Uh,
you dodged a bullet the size of a house.
but but
I feel like the
but
trauma really resounds from with it being firsthand experience too, though.
Yeah.
In the trenches.
yeah. If you manage to insight Quill, he looks horrified and angry. Um, you can see his hands clenching. And you can even see the canary land on his shoulders. And you could probably feel there's a lot of malice going on there at this point in time, and not towards this creature. Finally, he composes himself a little bit. He's shaking a bit. Do we have time for a little diversion?
I mean, I don't mind. Did we get a grocery list from Mr. Tree? What do trees eat? Do they need like nutrient bar stick things or
Not now, currently.
completely oblivious?
Not now, currently.
This is not a person. This is two life forms that have been melded together on purpose. Poorly done. Exceedingly painful. Confused, and he doesn't know what happened to him. One of them was a child. Do we mind a bit of a diversion?
What are you going
feel
to
like-
do? Because I don't know if it's as awful as you say. Should we be putting something like that out of its misery?
No. I can figure out a way to undo it. I might need a bit of help, and I might need to grab someone from back home, or perhaps I need a lot of time. That's not the problem.
Oh,
This
okay.
poor child's misery
You
does
think
not
you can
merely
help
make me
it?
Well, I'm not only thinking of helping it. I'm thinking something needs to be punished.
Wow. That part I could always get behind.
Vitani and Rhea are off trying to still locate this smell, but we're probably still in earshot of Quill, and Vitani's just like bare thumbs up. Rhea would feel the same if she over here heard him.
Right. I'm going to pop my suggestion then, because there's not really much more I can get from them. Actually, no. I'm going to ask if they know who did this to them.
Let's scroll
I
back
don't know
down
if
to
they
you.
can understand or not, but
I guess in the meantime,
if I
Connolly's
can't get
just
in.
gonna kind of hold on to Freya's sleeve, like, okay, well, yeah.
The free amalgamation, one of the branches it was holding to its chest sort of creeps out, and it sort of points toward where Rhea and Vitani are headed.
Okay, now I'm going to pop my suggestion. Yeah.
It's just dead open air for YouTube.
Yeah, I'm just wording the suggestion.
So I know.
Yeah.
Note takers, if you re-listen to this episode, feel free, 2x speed. If we could make it go faster, we would. But
Okay.
none of us are going to pay for it. Well,
Type notes.
I think somebody else pays for YouTube Premium. I don't.
All right. So the suggestion is, well, this was a misunderstanding. We are friends. We'll find your mama and figure out how to save you. I promise. We will fix this. So let us help you.
Okay.
I'm not going to do a hard suggestion or an evil one. I'm just going to suggest that we are friends. And
Okay.
with, you know.
Basically, you brought the candy bus.
Yeah.
The creature just kind of nods. Well, it's not really a nod, but you do see that, like, the thing moves.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to move over toward Rhea and Vitani. As you both force your way through the thickening trees, you come upon the path.
Mhm.
And you notice you're not that far off of it, but what fucks with you more isn't that you weren't too far off the path. It's the fact that there is a house that has been burnt and mashed into, and there's blood and carnage seeping out of one of the top windows. And beside the house, there is a very badly dug grave. And you can only tell it is a grave because there is a big rock overhead of it with a cross on it. From what you can tell, there was a very, very bad fight here.
Well, they kind of like look at each other, and originally, like, Rhea had thought to try to find what was buried and see if it was the cause, or had anything to do with this creature. But knowing that it's a marked grave, I don't know how I feel about digging it up. They'll kind of maybe signal the group to come over and make that decision for them. Ask Quill's opinion on it.
So we'll say Rhea goes back and was like, oh, you guys are going to want to see this. And all of you gather at this fucked up house.
Appears to be a makeshift grave over there.
I can possibly interrogate the corpse and give it a proper
Yeah.
And then give it a proper rite.
We don't mind digging it up. We just wanted to ask your opinion on that before doing so. Didn't want to.
Well, I'm conflicted on that. There's a very good chance it's the child's mother.
Mm.
But there's also a chance that the child's mother is still alive and this is one of the assailants, in which case, I don't know.
Well, I
I don't
mean,
know
if
what the
we
right answer is.
if we dig it up with intentions to give it a more proper burial, if it happens to be their mother, hopefully she'd understand.
I mean, I don't have a compunction against it, morally or ethically. But I'm just not sure if it's something anyone else is comfortable with.
Mhm.
I have funeral rites are not something I am unfamiliar with. Handling the dead is again not something I'm unfamiliar with, but
I find I'm quite comfortable operating in the gray area.
Look at
so,
Connolly, like, see if she has a reaction to this. Any?
well, hold on,
Oh, okay.
She's just playing with Astri right now.
Okay.
hold on. No, I don't have it prepared. Never mind. Never mind. I was prepared for a completely different setup. I don't have any divination prepared, so I can't really beseech the gods at this time.
Mm. What time of day is it?
It's veering toward like evening, almost night.
Yeah, and the cantrip that I have on my horns, like it's a little ball that kind of floats between them, lasts for an hour. So like that's an hour of like a lantern type light that is currently bobbing around and playing with the tiny dragon.
Gotcha. Well, Ray and Vitani both have dark vision, but it is the black and white.
I mean, Quill can light a torch.
Yeah. I guess I was thinking like maybe if we wanted to make camp for the night and then revisit this in the morning.
Well, I'm fine with that. Then I can prepare with a different.
That's what I was thinking, maybe.
Yeah.
Is there a spot that is like a cleared out location, or is it really treed in?
Oh, you've exited the like treed in area.
Okay, so we've got a clearing.
Yeah.
Well, we're outside this house. We have not checked the
Right.
house for any creatures, assailants, or undead, or etc. I mean, we maybe can to see if
Mist
it's,
is gonna
safe
tilt
to
her
do.
head and say, "Well, you can do that, but I'm gonna stay here, and you guys can do what you want." And she's gonna fish around her fanny pack for a second and pull out her little portable snail house and put it down. And then she whispers a word, it's probably like spaghetti carbonara or something really cool. And then their little house, the creatures and items brought inside are objected when they're shrunk. That's fine. Magic. Residents can house up to four medium or smaller creatures in modest luxury.
Yeah, so you nail house it the fuck up.
So, but only four of us can go in there.
If Miss
I
lets you
assume
in.
if some of us don't sleep,
If
we could
Mist
stand
even
it.
lets.
Like, yeah, Mist will let you in. But like
Well,
Mist doesn't sleep, so there's probably a spot like she could sit, like if there's 4 beds and a few of us don't sleep,
well, Ray and Vitani definitely don't mind the wilderness, but we mind the wilderness if something is nearby. So I don't know. I'm kind of game to go just do a check in the check in the house. See if there's anything in there. Because I mean, if there's anything in there that's gonna attack us, handle that first and then rest.
Yeah, we do that.
Earth Lake Connolly has no problem bunking it in the wilderness outside if needed.
Would you like to assist us in the house then?
Sure.
I mean, we can all go.
Hmm? So yeah, I guess Ray
The
will
house
lead
could
the
have fun.
way into the house to see if there's anybody still left inside, any corpses, uh anything in there.
So, from what you can find, because most of it is burnt and possibly about to fall in,
Okay.
it's a 1-story house. There's maybe 3 rooms. One looks like it was a bedroom that had 2 little beds in it. Well, one was like an adult size and one was like a much smaller size. Another room was like the main area, and then the third room was a sort of washing, cooking, cleaning kind of futzy area.
Uh-huh.
Bare bones wasn't a lot there. You do see some actual bones that look like they were burned and charred from whatever fire this was in. So maybe like a body part that got like cut off and just burned in this fire.
Is there a stuffed animal that survived or something?
Sadly, there wouldn't have been. You find maybe like rags, but they're very burnt it there's not a lot of like sentimental items. There's maybe
Can I?
there's something in the kitchen though, if you want to get
What's in the
that.
kitchen?
So
Yeah, because I want to look for anything that I could possibly fashion into something to kind of cuddle, to like go back to the tree and give maybe.
well, it's not so much a cuddle item, but it is a sentimental one. You get the feeling these people weren't like rich. They maybe might not have even been middle class, but what they did have, they very happily shared with people traveling because this looks like it was a rest stop on this road. That this mother and child lived in and happily opened their home whenever somebody like came through. What little metal you can find has all been kitchenware. And you do find that there is a handcrafted wreath made of broken spoons and forks or like bent and twisted beyond like the usable attributes, but it's made into this circle of all of these utensils. And it looks like it was hanging over what was once the window, and it had little shards of like colorful glass in the middle, and it probably let light in on really nice days. And now it just kind of hangs there, slightly covered in ash.
Ooh, so perchance, would it be just big enough to maybe be a ring for a tree finger?
A little bigger than that, plus there's the glass in the middle.
Ooh, okay. Hmm. She's gonna turn to the others and be like, "Do you think, since this is like the only thing that was maybe made by the family, do you think this belongs to Mr. Tree?" She doesn't want to say anything else regarding the trees, Mr. Tree.
Definitely does look handmade. It could have been made by them and their parent. My grandma and I used to do crafts like that. Kind of just used whatever we had, you know. We didn't.
Yeah. Hmm. I wonder if Mr. Tree would want it. Like
Hmm.
carefully try to like kind of take it down and clean it off a little bit.
You can try. I mean, I guess just, use caution if it seems like it doesn't want to be bothered. Heed that warning.
Okay.
But maybe it'll
Yeah.
bring it
So
comfort. I get what you're trying to do.
yeah. So yeah, she's gonna try to like kind of clean it off a little bit from all the ash and stuff. And then she'll go find Mr. Tree.
Uh, the tree creature still in the same spot. Now that it's been a bit and you're able to sort of look around, you get the sense that this area was sort of like a secret haven for the child to just sort of play in this little field where they were always surrounded by trees. And because a child is so little, trees are always so much bigger than they are. So it's affected the growth of the trees here. This was maybe like a little clearing at one point where the trees sort of created a small canopy, but now it's blocked out the sun.
Okay. So yeah, she'll find Mr. Tree and carefully be like, "Hello, I just wanted to give you this. Um, it looks like it's the only thing from the house at the moment."
Uh,
And like she'll like hold it up to see if the tree wants to take it, and then you set it down otherwise, and just kind of like carefully back away to not scare the tree.
you pulled it out on offer, and the creature reaches forward and sort of gently scoops it in the multiple fingers and sort of it wiggles in a way, but it's sort of like a crunching back and forth shift. And then you watch it like very delicately put it on another tree branch where it can just look at it, where little bits of light trickle through to sort of bleed through the glass, the colored glass, to make these patterns across the grass and the ground.
Ooh, that's pretty. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Well, we're not going to be far from here. Just for the night, if that's okay. We're just over there. We're gonna see if we can try to find your mom. Um, we'll report back if we find anything, and then she's gonna kind of give like an overhead kind of wave and kind of scuttle off back to the group.
Meanwhile, Quill has sent out a message page, and he pauses a bit, and he takes a deep breath. Finworthy's going to send someone to follow up and see if they can help the kid. But I'm intent to great unkindness.
All right. And with the intentions of violence, that's where we're going to leave off for the night. I'm going to stop the recording in 3, 2,